Sorry, man, I've had a 2 day break, but we're back, okay? Looking at GBP USD, okay? GBP USD has been tricky. I was looking for downside um, from around here, okay? We got some downside, but I was expecting a retracement and a continuation lower, okay? Now, looking at the CO2 report, which is where the big institutions place their positions, which is released every week. For the current 3 weeks, they have been adding to their buys, and the past 2 weeks, they've been closing their shorts. So the institutions are positioned in buys. Now, looking at the chart, GBP USD on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that we've had a breaker structure here, and we've also created, we manipulated this high, so we've taken out this high. That's the B wave extreme. That's a bullish sign. Okay, so therefore we're definitely pulling back because you'd have breakout traders. As soon as this level here, that level there has been broken, as soon as that broke, we don't need this. As soon as that broke, you got breakout traders in the market. So the market pulls down, induces high up, pulls down to take them out. You see this breaker structure, and now you've got sellers in the market. Okay, now this green box marked out here is the demand that if we reach it, which I believe we will reach it, I believe we'll come in here quickly. Now the deep green in here is the ideal place, but if we and anywhere inside this green zone we start to see accumulation, signs of strength, it's a buy, and it's to at least take out this high over here, and most likely to reach this 1618 that I have over here at about 1.35300 area. Okay, now jumping down onto the 1 hour time frame, this potentially is a 1, this potentially a 2, and a WXY or a running flat because we did not take out the low. Okay, and I was even expecting it to take out the low and hit this demand here. We didn't get that. We came out, broke the highs, so I'm no longer interested in that. So to me, this is A, B, C, and a 2. Here we got another potential. I'd like to call it a 1, but the problem I have with this is like I would go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 is considerably shorter in length and I mean in time to the 2, which I don't like, but it's possible. On top of that, it would not break the rules if you counted this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where 1 is the shortest, 3 is the second shortest, and 5 is the longest. So potentially this is a 1. If not, then it's a zigzag. Okay, zigzag or not, I'm expecting higher. If it is a zigzag, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 inside the price territory of 1, and I'd be looking for a 5 to the upside. Okay, I'm going to draw it. 1, 2, 3. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'd be looking for A, B, C. Okay, I wouldn't if it's a diag, I would not be expecting it to go that high. If it's a diag, then I'm expecting price to come up not as far as the 1-to-1. So say like price did come down here, I'd expect it to turn around before hitting this 1. So we nip the high again and then come down in a 3 and then continue up in a third wave. Because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would become 1. The 3 wave down become a 2, and then I'll be expecting a third wave to the upside. Okay, we did come to some monthly demand, and at that point is where we saw the institutions adding more buys and closing more sells in the last 2 weeks, especially the last week COT data report. No, the week before last, sorry. It's now Tuesday. Yeah, so Mondays, I think it was the 12th. Hold on, I'll tell you. Yeah, the 12th. So they will start to kick in, or may have started to kick in, all right? I have started to kick in. We came into this demand here. This is clearly an accumulation. It's clearly a B, C, or a WXY, okay? It's corrective. There's nothing impulsive about this move from here to here. And we have breaks of structure. Broke, 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 broke. This demand is now the demand I'd look at as responsible for this break of structure. So looking for upside, we're on our time frame. We're going to put on the EMAs. I'm looking for upside just after New York crossover. So in about 10 minutes, in that hour candle, I'm expecting it to initiate the move up. Okay, so in the candle that starts in 10 minutes, I'm expecting it to potentially go down, grab some liquidity. Okay, it'll tap into this demand and continue higher. We're at the 50 EMA. Now let me clarify this. Get the drawings of the chart. Okay. Price came up. We accumulated at the 50 EMA. Now, if you want an accumulation, is basically a manipulation of lows, break or structure to the upside, and you'll end up seeing a W formation or a reverse head and shoulder pattern where you'd have like a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, and continuation higher. Okay, on this example, we got the W formation. Okay, we're looking for that. This is the pattern. This is what we're looking for to the upside. So this is the zone in which to buy. Now, if you are more of a swing time trader, you could just buy it. You could put your stop losses. I'd say it's safer to put your stop loss there, but I don't expect this green box. I don't expect price to go below this green box here. But yeah. Oh, also looking at the TDI, you can see we're outside the volatility bands here. Okay, price is there like these blue lines, yeah, the one at the top, one at the bottom, they're like Bollinger Bands, okay? And you know, with Bollinger Bands, when if you just look at it, you can see when we come out the bottom, we end up going back to the top. When we come to the top, we end up going back to the bottom. The bottom to the top, like so. So expecting the TDI to do the same thing, come back up to meet the top, okay? We're extremely extended below, just like in this one. And when that happens, you usually come back to quite above the highs, okay? So, like, this didn't go too much above the high, but it came there. This spent quite a lot of time above the high. Okay, but you can see, you know, as far down as we go, you can see you get these sharp fins. These are called sharp fins, these V shapes, and the price comes all the way up there like that. So when you see price like this and you see the TI like this, it's not where you want to sell. It's where you want to be looking for buys. So all said with the indicators, with the price action, and with the institutions where they're positioning themselves, I am happy to look for buyers on GBPUSD and no look. So they've trapped a lot of sellers, and I'm sure there's many people still trying to sell this, okay? Even if it's just to this demand. But like I said, with all the information and the price action, I'm currently looking for potential rise. This is a 1 or an A, a 2 or a B, and then we're looking for a 3 or a C, where this is a 1 or an A, this will be a 2 or a B, and then continuation up, okay? Breaking this 1-to-1 over here would be great, because that would then tell me that is most likely this is a 1, 2, and a 3. And then so breaking this 1, I'd be looking at price to reach this area before a retracement. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame or the daily, just trying to get all the price action on the chart. Okay, what do we have at the 1618 over here? Obviously, we have a supply zone. We have this candle with no liquidity in it, shift candle. So it's likely that price will come, take out this high. Potentially, I do expect price to take these highs eventually, but just on the short term, take out this high and tap into here, right? Unmitigated supply zone that left imbalance. So I'll draw this out. I'll draw it from, I want to find an institutional candle, 4-hour. Just to define it a bit. Find an institutional candle, a clearly unmitigated supply zone with imbalance. We have one right here, and you can see that it's bright green, it's got the volume in it. Okay, I could put it up to just the top of it. I want to cover the whole range there like that. Okay, lines up well with the fibs. That's it. This is where I'm expecting price to get to, even if we don't get that. And like I said, we get the free wave move down as a 2. I mean, that arguably is more bullish. If we are leading diagonal, a free wave move down, that buy there after that free wave move down is the buy you want. Okay, currently this buy is the buy you want. If it doesn't break this 1 and it comes down in 3, that's going to be an even better buy position. Okay, so let's go to EURUSD. On EURUSD, you can clearly see this down here, A, B, C, is a zigzag, is a corrective move. It's coming to demand over here. Okay, I had this quite defined because I was more bearish. We bring it up to the last down move before the up move that caused the breaks of structure. We've entered it. After entering that demand in a zigzag, we've come up, challenged the 50, came down in the 3, broke out the channel. You can look at it as a trend line if you don't do channels. Okay, that signifies that this ABC is over. Only 1 or 2 things can happen. We get a B or an X, so we can consider this ABC as an A or a W. You get a B or an X, and it comes back down again. Okay, so you get upside only to come down again, or in fact, it is just finished and we're continuing with a bullish uptrend, and the minimal target is to take out this high. EURUSD, same as the pound, they've aggressively been adding buys, even more so than the pound in the last 3 weeks, especially 2 weeks ago. So we're looking at price to considerably go higher. We're at the 50 EMA on the 4-hour, we're at the 50 EMA on the 1-hour. Okay, for GBP, EURUSD, I would like to see, so this is our channel. Yeah, I would definitely like to see price come below the channel. I've got a point here, 1 minute. Just before I get into that, if this was going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, it's wasted a lot of time here. The move should have gone from here. Okay, we barely avoided the 618. If we had touched the 618, this could not be considered a fall. Currently, it can be considered a fall, but the issue I have with this, so what I'm trying to say is there is still a potential that we grab the low, because for 5, we didn't break the high, okay, and we spent a lot of time here. So anyway, regardless of that, what I would like to see is price get below here and then go higher. But if it did do that, this here wouldn't be an impulse. Okay, this would end up being a zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. But looking at how close we are to time, maybe just, hold on. I'm gonna just, that's a buy on the pound, not on the euro that I've just taken. Okay, looking at this, I mean, we could look, at the end of the day, we haven't hit 618. Time I don't like, but we do potentially have a leading diagonal here in a 1. That's the diag. Okay, this can be my 2, the zigzag. And then we're looking for the third wave. I mean, yeah, third wave of a 5th wave. So we're looking at an extended 5th wave, most likely. If we don't come down and touch the 618, I'm looking at extended 5th wave to the upside. All right, so Euro USD, again, on the 1 hour time frame, we're at the 50 EMA. Okay, that's where the institutions like to do their mean reversions. So we've had the mean reversion. We're looking for signs of strength in this area to take price up. Okay, I'm getting too many messages, man. Looking for signs of strength here to take price up, right? On the other side of the channel, potential leading diagonal. We come back down to the 50. We avoided the 618 upside. NZD USD now. NZD USD and AUDUSD. Also, the CO2 report on AUDUSD. I don't know about NZD USD. I could have checked it, but NZD usually follows AUDUSD. Okay, this is corrective. Okay, this could be a 1 and a 2. Okay, this could also be doing a leading diagonal, or it could just be an A, B, C, or it could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But we're looking at potentially upside. We're in this demand zone. Liquidity has been grabbed. This is corrective. So corrective in the sense that not just corrective nature, but correcting the bullish move up so that we can go higher. Okay, we've broken this high structure over here. This is the next high I'm expecting to go. You can see how we did over here. Okay, we created these lows, started to move, came back, took it out, and engulfed it to the upside. And since breaking this structure, we spent a lot of time up here. Okay, so any signs of strength in this area. So when we break highs or zones like trend lines, like you saw on GBPUSD, okay, was it GBPUSD? It must have been euro. Yeah, like you see, like this channel on Euro USD, we broke out of the channel and we spent time on the other side. We closed above it, spent time on the other side. That's a very bullish indication. Okay, so we know that that corrective moves over. Unless we're going to extend in some big WXY, this this is going up. Okay, Euro USD, same thing. This trend line, we closed above the trend line. Okay, where the liquidity was, we closed above it. Spent time on the other side. Okay, which doesn't mean we can't push down quickly, but I'm expecting higher. So NZD, that's my point. The point I was making was after taking out these highs here, we spent time on the other side, and it looks like we spent time accumulating, looking for higher. Same thing with AUDUSD. Okay, AUDUSD just looks a bit more weird, or I'm not gonna lie, but we've broken these highs, spent time on the other side, providing this does not turn into a distribution. Okay, this is to the upside. If you want to be conservative, I would have to say here, even though it's a the supply zone right there, I'm going to be conservative. A break above there is a safe buy, but I prefer to, especially if we do manage to sweep this low, if we did, just for a safe buy, like into that demand, breaks the structure to the upside. That's a good trade to the upside. Okay. So I'm gonna post this now, and I'll update you tomorrow on these pairs. Maybe today, and I'll do a video on Bitcoin as well, which I believe is going to make one more high at least. All right. So trade safe. Take care. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.